What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Got something pretty big today, which Tesla is purchasing a lot of Bitcoin. I know that sounds like a pretty weird thing, but Tesla is kind of like the really weird car company on the block. They're fairly new in the car industry, but the valuation is the biggest. Essentially, if you combine all the other major car players around the world, they wouldn't even equal close to Tesla's current valuation. Some say it's a bubble, but in my opinion, it's not. And Tesla is doing some things that are really getting a lot of millennials to like Tesla even more. And the most recent wild move that Tesla just did is they just spent $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Yes, Elon Musk and Tesla just purchased 1.5 billion bucks of Bitcoin, and they're planning to accept it as payment. That's the first thing I've ever seen, and I think this should definitely give Bitcoin a massive boost in the price. Now, we've heard a lot of big things about Bitcoin, how it's getting a little bit more stable recently, and the prices of Bitcoin are reaching all-time highs. Musk has also been a really big lover for Dogecoin apparently, and also Bitcoin. Right now, you do have some real estate companies and developers accepting Bitcoin as a payment, which is pretty nice. But right now, Tesla will be accepting Bitcoin payments for some of their products. I'm not really sure if this will apply to a whole entire vehicle, but we could be seeing Bitcoin payments for the smaller items. For example, the Tesla tequila or Tesla apparels, and also small itty bitty things that they do every single once in a while. Tesla is pretty famous in launching small items, maybe drinks, water bottles, clothes, pants, and the Tesla shorts. So it's pretty interesting to see what they're doing, and Tesla has always been launching some limited edition items here and there, not because they want to make money, but just because they want to improve their brand and also just have something fun every once in a while. Like Tesla doesn't like to be too serious, they like to be more of a fun company. Tesla on Monday announced it has bought roughly $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. In the filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Tesla said that it bought the Bitcoin for more flexibility to further diversify and maximize their returns on their cash. I guess they straight up are really bullish on Bitcoin, and Tesla has also said that buying this will allow them to start accepting payments in Bitcoin in exchange for Tesla's own products. Right now, we're not really sure which products will allow Bitcoin purchases, but we should be knowing this really soon. Now, accepting Bitcoin for car purchases and also small accessories makes Tesla the first major automaker to do so. And by the way, having 1.5 billion bucks worth of BTC will be giving Tesla liquidity in the cryptocurrency market, and once it starts getting payments, it will be a lot easier for them. Tesla moves to Bitcoin. It represents a pretty big investment, and this is not a small investment at all, because Tesla had roughly $19 billion cash on hand at the end of 2020. $19 billion may seem a lot, but it's not that much. And spending $1.5 billion of that $19 billion in cash on just Bitcoin actually made some investors of Tesla a little bit angry. Some investors who bought Tesla did not approve of them purchasing this much Bitcoin. Some people feel like it's a little bit too volatile, and some people are just simply not pleased. I think it's an okay strategy. I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin myself. I think this little cryptocurrency could definitely keep going up, and with them accepting Bitcoin payments, maybe Tesla sales would increase even further. Once again, I also feel like this could be like a major publicity move. You don't really have to go to Bitcoin, but having Bitcoin payments available could definitely get more individuals to purchase Tesla stock. And obviously, Tesla has been doing a lot of moves that cater more towards the millennial and also the younger generations. This is why a lot of people who buy Tesla vehicles are usually pretty young, and they really love the Model 3 and maybe even the upcoming $25,000 hatchback car. These moves also raise a lot of questions about Musk. If you also check out his Twitter page lately, there's also been a lot of increases of talking and also prices of cryptocurrency. There's a lot of tweets from Musk about Dogecoin and Bitcoin by posting positive messages, encourage people to check it out, etc. So it's pretty wild right now. I'm actually really interested to see what happens. Tesla has also gotten in trouble in the past for his market moves tweets, and also different stuff, the SEC. I mean, there's some little beefs, heating up. Being the richest person in the world, he's pretty active and pretty crazy on Twitter. But nevertheless, I think having a $1.5 billion position in Bitcoin sounds pretty good. I'm pretty sure all the cryptocurrency guys out there in the market are just super happy right now. But to some investors, this seems like a pretty reckless move. And some individuals said that Tesla was doing fine accepting regular money. Why do they want to accept Bitcoin? Just makes things a lot more bothersome and troublesome. And some people also said that Tesla should just be focusing on car manufacturing and autopilot, etc., instead of cryptocurrency. But hey, that's just what other people are saying. I think the move is pretty decent, but they shouldn't buy more. I feel like they should spend more of the money on research, development, new vehicles, gigafactories, etc. I don't really want them to be buying like $3 or $5 billion of Bitcoin. The process of using cryptocurrency like Bitcoin to purchase Tesla items seems like a very cool and a very new idea. Lastly, let's talk about Tesla. They're ramping up hiring processes for the autopilot data labeling team. Right now, there's some pretty big things going on in the world of autopilot. We all know that Tesla has one of the best autopilots in the world. Essentially, if you want to get a Tesla vehicle at this current moment, the only way to do so is to buy a Tesla. Right now, the full self-driving beta is pretty incredible. You could drive in inner metropolitan cities, it could recognize traffic signs, stoplights, etc. And it doesn't use LiDAR at all. It uses several different cameras, and a lot of data is pushed into these cameras. So far, the electric car maker is doing some pretty big things, and they are trying to look for massive jobs and talented people. Right now, there's 3 job listings for its data annotation team in Buffalo. This is the New York Gigafactory. They're looking for this: a data annotation specialist, data annotation supervisor, and data annotation lead. I think it's pretty interesting, and since autopilot is becoming such a big deal, I think it's pretty necessary to have a lot of members in this department. Now, Tesla only has a few dozen actual autopilot engineers, but they have several people that looked at the labeling, the data, etc. Tesla is uploading massive amounts of data every single day, and it's not really surprising to be seeing Tesla increase their hiring process for their autopilot data annotation team. Tesla director has also teased in the past that the electric car maker only has just a few official autopilot engineers, but they need a lot of people for labeling. I'm really curious to see what kind of products Tesla will be pushing out, and I wouldn't even be surprised if Tesla's autopilot becomes more expensive. I mean, they recently, several months ago, they did increase it from $8,000 to $10,000. That's pretty expensive. We could be seeing it increasing from $10,000 to $12,000. So far, Tesla has been doing pretty well. A lot of the software updates they're updating is pretty incredible, and they are, upgrading the software every 5 to 10 days for the FSD beta. And we should be seeing a wider release very soon. If you guys already got the autopilot FSD, how do you guys feel about it? Is it pretty good? I've been watching a lot of videos on Twitter, and I've been on Reddit. People seem to really enjoy it, and it seems to be one of the best softwares on the market. And once again, if you want an autopilot car at this current moment, the only autopilot vehicle you could buy is a Tesla Model 3, or if you're pretty rich, the Tesla Model S. Thanks for watching, guys, and comment below.